What's going on? Art here from Woodward Sports MMA. Of course, if you're watching this on YouTube, thank you so much. Make sure that you click the like, the subscribe button to keep up to date with the latest and not only MMA news, but sports news. We're going to be having a bunch of sports videos, a bunch of content videos on here, and launching some new shows soon. So make sure that you click like and subscribe to Woodward Sports. Talking today about Brian Ortega. It was a shocker to see him look like a cue ball as he made weight today. He made the 146 mark for the featherweight fight this weekend against Korean Zombie. What's interesting about this, though, is he made 146 bald. He shaved his head. Yeah, T-City no longer has the luscious locks. Now, I don't want to be that guy. I don't want to be an asshole and say the reason why he shaved his head was so he could make weight to 146 and he barely made the cut. But you have to kind of think about that for a little bit. Now, according to his management team, Ortega's management team said that he decided to donate his hair to Luscious Locks, a charity organization for kids that are battling chemotherapy, and the hair would be donated to those children. Obviously a feel-good story, obviously something that touches your heart, but there's a little part of me that is like, did he do it for that? Yeah, probably. But was it on the back burner just in case if he couldn't make 145? Now, he made 146 exactly. I mean, he was literally, you can't get much closer. When you're in that weight division, you're either in between 145 and 146, and there's no other question about it. The fight this weekend is huge for him. I mean, before his fight against Max Holloway, Ortega was undefeated. He's known as T-City. I mean, he puts on those submission finishes that are just so spectacular. What he did to Cub Swanson was amazing, but you got to wonder if he's got a little bit of a weight issue. Now, back in 2017, Ortega admitted that he almost had to cut his hair to make weight. He didn't want to lose the 20% purse. He said, I was willing to cut my hair off. I look good regardless. If I got to do it, I got to do it. And now, a couple of years later, he's forced to do it. Now, Ortega is 5'8", which I'm 5'8" too, but I'm nowhere near 145. And I couldn't make 145 to save my life. But you got to wonder if maybe the next step for Ortega is moving up to the lightweight division. Now, there's nothing but killers in that division. I mean, even with the new addition of Michael Chandler, Khabib, Gaethje, the list goes on and on. Tony Ferguson. I mean, there's just absolute killers. I would love to see some fantasy matchups between Ortega and the lightweight division, including, could you imagine Tony Ferguson and Brian Ortega? But I'm getting ahead of myself. First, he has to beat the Korean Zombie, which they call him the Korean Zombie for a reason. His fights are insane. His fights are out of this world. The amount of damage that he inflicts on his opponent and what he takes, the man is the Korean Zombie for a reason. I seriously think, I know I watched Ace's takes, okay, and his weekly picks. I'm not going to say who I'm picking. That's up to Ace to decide. But I will say that there might be a slim chance that fans hop back on the Ortega wagon after this weekend. Possibly. I'm not going to predict who's going to win, who's going to lose. That's not what I do. I leave that up to Ace. But you got to wonder, too, with the weight cut, getting to 146 exactly, is Ortega struggling a little bit with making weight as he's getting older? You got to think about that, too. Regardless, it's going to be a phenomenal fight card this weekend. I highly encourage you to watch it. You know, what's crazy is that last weekend was one of the best cards of the year, and it was a fight night card. People underestimate, MMA casuals underestimate the power and the sheer knockouts and submissions and crazy finishes that happens with these fight cards. And of course, after Ortega versus Zombie, you've got UFC 254, which we've got some big news surrounding that. Gonna announce that next week as far as what myself and Ace had planned for that. Very excited for that fight card as well, and we'll do more of a breakdown of that next week. But you gotta wonder, is Ortega having some weight issues? Was he doing it to just be a good guy? Was it a little bit of both? Like, hey, let's just cut this hair, it'll make me look good. I don't want to be the asshole again, but you gotta look at the facts of the situation. My name's Art from Woodward Sports MMA. Thank you so much for watching this video. I greatly appreciate it. I'll do the douchey click like, thumbs up, and subscribe and all that. And we'll have more video content for you as we roll forward with this new feature, Woodward Sports MMA. Thank you so much for watching.